Hello and welcome to, finally, Protecting Your Breakthrough Part 2. I did this video already once before, a few weeks ago, but there was something going on with the sound. There was like a rainstorm going on in the background or something. I don't know. I tried to fix it. It didn't work. I apologize. So I'm going to do it again. In Part 1, if you've already seen it, you heard me talking about how sometimes we as Christians can be up and down, like roller coaster, bipolar, like we're on fire for God on Sunday night. We could just, we just want to attack hell with a water pistol. It's just you and me, Jesus, we've got this. And then Monday morning, we're like, we don't even feel saved. We're just, what? Get amnesia. We can't remember. Or maybe we carried on for a few days, but then before we know it, it's just all kind of a big blur, and we're right back to where we started. So I feel like we need to protect what is precious to us. That's my premise. If it's valuable, you protect it. The banks have all the jewels and the money because it's valuable. They protect it. We have fences and locks on our homes because they're valuable. We get alarms on our car because they're valuable. We don't let our children play out in the freeways because they're valuable, right? We have rules to protect what means something to us. But what about our spiritual breakthrough? God has torn down some things in our life. We have liberty, we have a healing, we have a word, a prophecy, we have just a closeness and a purity in our heart. And then we just, we walk out with it slung over our shoulder like a bag of, dirty laundry. Just throw it around like no big deal. But when it should be something precious. So I'm going to give you 10 things that these aren't the only 10, and they're not maybe even the top 10, but I like lists, so I made 10 things. God likes lists too. He made the 10 commandments, so there you go. We have that in common. We like lists. And my name's going to be on his list when the trumpet sounds. Come on, somebody. I've got a preach going on. Okay, stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Okay, 10 things that can help you protect your breakthrough if you want to be steady and grow. Time we get out of the nursery, people, and move on to higher things. So get out of the hamster wheel. Praying through. Pray through and stay through. If he brought you out, stay out. Set yourself up for success. If you want to just keep doing that, that's fine. I hope you make it. But if you want to grow and move on, here is the secret recipe. Not really, but just 10 things. First, make a memo or write down what happened to you. You had an epic moment with God. You prayed through. Everybody knows you prayed through. And 6 weeks from now, whenever you can't remember what you were so excited about, have a landmark. Build an altar somewhere that you can go back and read or listen to yourself say what it is God spoke to you that night. I'm talking about get a voice memo app on your phone, press record, and that night when you go home say, I have never felt so pure and clean. Everything is right. I'm not going to do anything that would come between me and God again. I just want to please him. I feel this calling on my life, or this was spoken over me tonight. Whatever it is that happened to you, either speak it into a voice memo and save it, or write it down in a letter, email it to yourself, put it in a box somewhere, whatever you need to do to document, I guess is what I need to say, what happened to you. Because right now, whenever you have prayed through, you are in your right mind. You're thinking clearly. You have, the mind of Christ. All old things are passed away. All things are become new. And this is your right mind. When we go back out into the world and carnality creeps in and our flesh comes in and outside influences come, you really get out of your mind, out of your right mind. So you need your, stay with me, future out-of-mind self to have a letter or a voice memo, some kind of documentation of your right-minded self so they can talk to each other. I don't want to live for God. This is stupid. Oh, but this feels so good. I've never been so free. Thank God I'm free. Really? I felt that good? Yes, you need to pray through. I don't want to, but you need to. So you're talking to yourself. I know it's weird, but it will work. It will help you. Email it to yourself. All right, number 2. Establish or resume, if you already had one, a routine. Yes, I'm talking about your prayer life. Don't make the mistake of thinking you are as spiritual as other people think you are. Husband said that one time, and I was like, Yeah, that makes sense. If you hold a certain role or a certain title or look or dress a certain way, people think you're spiritual. But what they think doesn't matter. It's what God thinks. So get some discipline in your life and start praying every day. Every day. When you quit and you fall off the wagon, get back on. Don't beat yourself up. God's not waiting up there with a big stick waiting to beat you up. He's sitting there going, hey, I missed you. Come on, fellowship with me. I love you. He's on your side. In fact, he wants you to make it more than you want to make it. Okay? So pray. Talk to him. Do yourself a favor. Pray a minimum. Just set your goal, 12 minutes. Start there. 12 minutes a day. Okay? Read one chapter in the Bible a day. Just start. Okay? Just go for it. All right. Number 3. Guard your music. I can listen to what I want to. Of course you can, honey. You listen to whatever you want to. But if you want to protect your breakthrough, you're going to guard your music. You're going to only put in uplifting, strengthening, faith-building music. Music manipulates you. It's a gazillion-dollar industry, and they know it. Don't play dumb. Okay, music can make you angry, depressed, irritated, sleepy, hungry, whatever. Or it can make your soul sing. It can strengthen you. Garbage in, garbage out. Reverse of that is true. Strength in. Strength is going to come out. Okay? So put in good stuff into your brain. It's gonna invade music, invade your spirit. For better or for worse. It's gonna invade you. So, I mean, set yourself up for success. Get some good music. Get some of my music. Hello. Free shout out. Get some kind of godly music in your life. And please don't just open the lid and pour in the junk and expect good stuff to come out. Protect it. Ow. Somebody to protect me from me. All right, number 4. Get a virtual or on the go, away from church source of the word and preaching into you. Preaching will wash you. The washing of the word. So the only time you're hearing it is on Sunday, and sometimes you're busy singing or teaching Sunday school or working in the nursery and you're not getting enough word. You need to buy the CD of the sermon that touched you at a conference. You will not remember. I promise. And every time, even if you do remember, you're going to get more each time you hear it. Get our Revival Radio app. I promise this is not supposed to be a commercial. It's a free app. Download it, Revival Radio, 24 hours a day. Just put it on in your car, in your headphones, while you're working out, while you're cleaning house. Word, word, word. Preaching. You'll learn. You'll grow. Okay? So find a source for the word. Buy a preaching DVD. Get online. YouTube. Whatever you need to do. But let's get some word flowing. Turn off some of that other media. Cancel out that news. It's depressing. You don't need to know everything that's going on in the world. Okay? Let's get some word going on in them ears. In that brain. Number 5. Limit who you allow to speak into your life. It's time to do some little hiding. Hides on the Facebook and the whatever. Whoever is negative in your life, or if there's somebody that's always tempting you to do what you know you shouldn't do, that kind of peer pressure, stand up for yourself, please. Please. Don't be bullied by that. Just clean out your friends list in real life and your online life. And don't just let anyone speak into your life, okay? It's better to be alone than in the wrong company. I know I'm preaching good. That's good preaching. Soar with the eagles. Don't be down here groveling with the goats, okay? Get some good friends that are going to strengthen you and lay aside those weights. Be nice to everybody. She told me I couldn't be friends with nobody that's not Christian. No. Please don't make me do 1,000 disclaimers. Do you know what I'm saying? Just surround yourself with people. Set yourself up for success is what I'm trying to say. All right. Number 6. Go home and clean your house. You just got a breakthrough, okay? All is well. You've just surrendered all to the Lord. It's all good. No more shackles, no more chains. Chains. It's all good. There's power in the name of Jesus. He broke those chains, and now you're going to go home and you're going to snap them right back on by watching the same stuff, listening to the same stuff, reading the same stuff, wearing the same stuff. Hello? Go home and clean your house and get rid of all the chains. And don't go back and put them back on. He washed you white as snow. Not so you could go home and waller in the mud again. No. Don't do that. What you have is precious. You are now the temple of the Holy Ghost. That word is actually the same word in the Old Testament where the Shekinah glory of God dwelled. It's in you. You better believe you should care where you go, what you see, and what you wear. You are housing the presence of God. Protect that. Honor that. Okay, number 7. Watch how you respond to irritating stimuli. I know. That sounds really trite. And how is this protecting my breakthrough? Because it's those little attitudes that'll take root. The traffic, the slow line at the drive-through, or they do something wrong with your food at the restaurant, or the kids, or co-workers. You know who knows how to push your buttons. So if you jump every time they push it, guess what? I'm going to keep pushing it. And it'll ruin your attitude, and it will kind of erode your breakthrough. Can't really bear the fruit of the Spirit while you're, hollering at somebody or being snappy. Don't slide right back into your old rude, negative, your attitude, okay? So watch what it is that triggers that, and, filter. All right, number 9. Get you an authority figure that you can submit yourself to, or a prayer partner, an accountability partner, someone that can look at you, and you give them permission to say, hey, what about that? Should we look at that? Maybe it shouldn't be. I'm not sure about that. Okay, so get you someone in your get you. Sounds so funny. Get someone in your life that can be a strength to you, that you can be a safe place to say, hey man, I'm really struggling. I need you to, set me straight. And so get someone like that in your life. And number 10. Oh, I skipped one. I can't even count. I used to be an algebra teacher. I guess if you don't use it, you lose it. Okay, somewhere in there's a number I forgot, and that number is find a ministry and get active. You're never more like Jesus than when you're serving. So if you have a breakthrough, you need a place to pour out. You need to serve. Don't just always be about me. I need a breakthrough. I need to be fed. No, you need to be pouring out. Okay, so find something that you can give of yourself to do. Don't just be a pray-through junkie. Pray through, do all these things, and then find a job and be an asset to the kingdom. Okay? All right. And now number 10. Adopt an attitude of gratitude. A thankful mind will produce thankful words and thankful attitudes. So let your attitude and your thoughts be always on the goodness of the Lord and what we have, not what we don't have. Okay? And speak life. Speak life into the promises of God and into things and into people. You can speak life or death. You can speak death into good things, and you can speak life into bad things, or you can reverse that. Just, it's all on here, the power of your tongue. I'm not going to stick my tongue out at you, but protect your breakthrough. You can do whatever you want to do. You're free. But if God is doing a work in you, value it, build on it, and get to know Him and go into deeper depths that you've always longed to go. I know you can do it, and I want to help you do it. So don't sabotage yourself. Don't set yourself up for failure, but put up some safeguards, like that's how I bowl. When you're rolling it down there and you lean this way, you've got something in place. You've cleaned out your house. You've cleaned out this or that, and it's going to bump you back to where you need to go. I promise you it is worth it. Protect your breakthrough, and you can live an overcoming life.